Hi, this is Bill for Sparky Channel, and today we're working on a Williams gas wall furnace. And the problem is we do have a pilot light going, but the burner will not light. So the first thing we need to do is check the valve, check the dial on the valve, and make sure it's on. It can't be on pilot. And the next thing to check are these two terminals over here. Make sure that they're well connected, and make sure this is well connected. So we've got good connections here, got a good connection here. We've got this on. So this is all good right here. The next thing to do is to examine your thermopile. Make sure that it is engulfed by the pilot flame. Turn your meter to millivolts DC. Then, with the leads of your meter on these two terminals, take your reading. The thermopile for Williams gas furnaces are rated to 750 millivolts DC. You will be looking to get a reading of at least 500 millivolts DC. You need that many millivolts to open the gas valve so that your burner will light. This old thermopile read 446 millivolts, so I'll replace it. To remove your thermopile, first turn the gas off and let your thermopile cool down. Next, you will find a 7/16" nut right here. Turn it counterclockwise until you can turn it the rest of the way with your fingers. Once the nut is off, wiggle the thermopile until it comes out of its holding area. Loosen the terminals that connect the thermopile to the gas valve and remove the thermopile. Now I'll install a new thermopile. Make sure your thermopile is all the way into its holder and tighten the 7/16" nut. Start the threads with your fingers and then finish it off with a 7/16" wrench or a small adjustable wrench. Make sure that enough of the thermopile will be in the pilot flame. The upper 3/8 to 1/2 inch of the thermopile should be in the pilot flame. Now we'll make our connections to the THTP terminal. TH stands for thermostat and TP stands for thermopile. So we will be connecting the red thermostat wire and the red thermopile wire to this THTP terminal. Make a clockwise loop with your red thermostat wire, put it around the terminal and crimp the wire so that it can't come loose. Then slide your red thermopile spade into the terminal. Tighten the screw with both the thermostat and the thermopile wires under it. Put the white spade end of the thermopile wire under the TP terminal and tighten. Okay, here we have a diagram of what we just did. You get the thermopile over here, the thermostat right here, and so the thermostat red wire is the first one we hooked up. Remember, we bring that right over here to the THTP terminal, and the red wire from the thermopile hooks up with it and goes to the THTP terminal. We put both those wires on the THTP terminal. And then the white wire from the thermopile we put on the TP terminal. So that's all we did there. We didn't really mess with the white wire, which does go to the TH terminal. But in between, we have a vent limit switch. So you actually connect this wire to a vent limit switch, and then the vent limit switch goes to the TH terminal. But this diagram is correct. That's where it ends up. But in between here, you have a vent limit switch wire that you would hook this to. So there's your diagram. Gas valve, 750 millivolt gas valve. THTP has both red wires. The TP has only the white wire from the thermopile, and the white wire from the thermostat eventually goes to the TH terminal. Here's a picture showing the connection between the thermostat and the vent limit switch wire. You see the vent limit switch wire is permanently connected to the TH terminal. Then the vent limit switch wire goes up the heater, up towards the vent, inside the cover, to the vent limit switch, and then the wire comes back down. And you hook that wire to the thermostat wire. Now I'll turn the gas back on and light the pilot light. After the pilot light has warmed up the thermopile for a while, it's time to test out our new thermopile. With my meter on millivolts DC, I'll put leads on the THTP and the TP terminals. I got 522 millivolts, so we should be good. It's time to turn on the heater and see if it works. Make sure you get a nice blue flame after you have initially turned it on. This heater hadn't been lit for a year and a half, so there was definitely some dust, etc. to burn off when it initially started, but then it did have a nice blue flame. This repair is not for everyone, as it can be quite dangerous. You're working with gas and fire, so safety is of utmost importance when working on these units. I'll put a link in my video description for the thermopile that I used in this video. It's 24 inches, it fit perfectly in the holder, and it was the same size as the original thermopile. I'll put a link in my video description for the Fluke 117 electrician's meter that I used in the video. I'll put a link for the Fluke 116 True RMS HVAC meter and the Field Piece HS33 True RMS HVAC meter. Thanks. I hope this video was helpful.